Hello beautiful, welcome back to Nat's Beautiful Life. Today I'm going to be sharing with you some of the Hallmark movies that I have watched this season. And if you have watched this channel for a while, knowing the things that I read and all of that, you've probably figured out that maybe I'm not the kind of person who would watch Hallmark movies. But you would be wrong. I do love me a good Christmas Hallmark movie where the big city lawyer comes back home and falls in love with her high school best friend, and then she gives up her career to stay in her hometown and run a bakery. That's basically every Hallmark movie ever. But I did see a little flip on that this year where the man actually comes home, gives up his lawyer job, and runs a bakery. So Hallmark is expanding a little bit. So that's good to see. But I do love having the Hallmark movies going on during this time of year. We don't have cable, so I've been watching this through the Friendly app. I am not sponsored, but through the Friendly app you can get all of the Hallmark channels, as well as many other channels. You can watch live, you can do on demand, you can record, all of that stuff. So it's a really good deal. It's less than $10 a month, and I usually keep it through the holidays and then say goodbye. But because I have watched a couple of the Harvest movies, this year I watched 2 so far, I think I might try and get the Hallmark channel a little earlier next year and take advantage of some of the Harvest movies because I have enjoyed them. So how this is going to go is I'm going to give you the name of the movie, blah blah blah, kind of a vague synopsis and a rating. It's going to be rated 1 through 5, and I'm going to rate them as Hallmark movies. I'm not putting these up against Scorsese films, okay? I'm rating them 1 to 5 as Hallmark movies. I have not found a 5-star Hallmark movie yet, but I've gotten pretty close, and I have faith that it's going to happen one day. But yeah, I'm also going to give you the poor man's fill in the blank. And what I mean by that is, let's say you're watching a movie and you all know this, you all think this. You're watching a movie and they're like, you know who would be great in this movie? Brad Pitt. But Brad Pitt is way too expensive to put in a Hallmark movie. Plus, would he ever even do a Hallmark movie? So we're going to get this guy who looks an awful lot like Brad Pitt, and that is what I like to call the poor man's Brad Pitt. So I'm going to be sharing with you the poor man's fill in the blank that I think this is. And if you find that I've missed one, put that in the comments because I'd love to see it. If you're new to this channel, hello, my name is Natasha. I do videos on books, bullet journaling, beauty, TV, movies, whatever I really want to do a video about, I do, because why not? If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you like me and you want to see more, be sure to click that subscribe button. That would be awesome. And be sure you are absolutely subscribed right now because we are going to do the 12 days of Christmas. We're going to have bookish content, obviously, more movie content, and some art content as well, plus whatever else I throw in there. Alright, so without any further ado, let's get into the movies. I have 10 to share with you today, and then I'm going to do another video later on in December with even more movies because there's no way I could throw all of these in one video. So the first 2 Harvest movies were, we have Pumpkin Pie Wars. This is in 2016. I gave it a 3. This is a good story. It takes place in the fall. It's got bad acting in it. It's really bad acting, but I didn't mind because the story was really cute. So you've got 2 rival bakers. They're the moms of our main characters, and they were best friends. They had a falling out, but there's this pumpkin pie contest every year. Whoever wins it typically has like the best year ever in their business, so they always strive to win it. One of the ladies breaks her ankle and can't be in the contest. That's a whole other thing. And then because her daughter works there with her daughter is not a baker, doesn't know anything about baking, but she is like, you have to take over the contest. And so because of that, the other mothers, like, this is a publicity stunt. And so she tells her son, who is a baker and a chef, that he must also be in the contest. Turns out the 2 like the son and the daughter don't give a rip about the the rivalry. They think it's ridiculous, and all of that ensues. So it's a cute story, and like I said, I gave it a 3 stars. Really bad acting though. The next one was October Kiss. This is from 2016. I actually gave this one a 4. This didn't have a poor man's anything. It actually had Sam Yeager from Handmaid's Tale. I'm looking at my notes here, by the way, which was cool. We have our main character, who is a lady who does all kinds of temp jobs, but she's not really good at any of them. Her sister kind of sets her up to be a nanny for this man's children. The mom has died. He's got a little boy and a little girl, and of course she's the new nanny. They hate her, so she's got to win over the children, and then they decide that she should marry their father, and all of that ensues. This was a really cute movie. It takes place around Halloween, and it shows her like getting their costumes ready and all this stuff. It's really adorable, and I do highly recommend that one. The acting's not that bad, no. So the next one is a 2 thumbs up one for me. It is You, Me, and the Christmas Trees. This is 2021. I gave this a 4.5, and here's why. You put Christmas trees in anything, and I'm all about it. Because a couple years ago I read a book called What Light by J. Asher. It is fiction, but it does talk about like this family's Christmas tree farm, and then their Christmas tree lot, and what it means to them, and the traditions, and what it means to the community, and all of that. And ever since then, I'm just like all about Christmas tree lots and farms and stuff. So that was already on my like heartstrings list. I had The Poor Man's Billy Zane, who is Benjamin Ayers, and there's actual humor in this one. And I'm not talking about slapstick, you know, stupid humor. I'm talking about actual sass, and I was all about that. I was just like, this has actually got some funny stuff in it. The science in this one, I don't know how accurate that would be. He has a crop of Christmas trees that are basically dying as soon as they're cut, and she's supposed to fix this crop the week of Christmas so they won't die. I don't know if that is an actual something that can be done, but it was a cute story. I enjoyed it. The acting isn't bad in this one. There were real tears from Danica whenever she was crying, so real acting. Everyone was what is the word I'm looking for? The chemistry between the characters and everything, the camaraderie and all that actually worked well. So I highly recommend that one. The next one is Murder, She Baked, a plum pudding mystery. That is 2015. I gave it a 4-ish, and here's why. First of all, it's based on those kind of mystery books that are always centered in a bakery, and there's always, you know, the baker or the pet groomer or something who always is walking in on a dead body. It's one of those type of series. But this one it saved itself, and it's all soap opera actors. Allison Sweeney is our main character, and I think it's a TV series maybe as well, and I think there's a series of movies. I'm not sure, but that's kind of what I was seeing when I was pulling it up. I usually have issues reading and watching things where someone who is not a police officer or detective is trying to solve a crime. Because again, she's a baker, but this one kind of saves itself because one of her love interests is a cop, and he keeps reminding her that she is not a cop, she is a baker, and to stop it. So it kind of like makes fun of itself a little bit. But yeah, it was cute. I like that one. The next one, super disappointing for me. Christmas Sale, 2021. I gave it a 2.5 to 3. I was excited about it because Katie Sackhoff was our main character, and she's also an executive producer. And it is a very juvenile plot, as in her dad is going to lose her house, she doesn't have any money, they have a boat contest thing, so let's fix up our decrepit boat and win $25,000 to save the house. So very juvenile type of plot, but of course they did it. They saved the house. But the little girl who played her daughter was excellent. I think the relationship between the daughter and Katie Sackhoff's character, also the grandfather, was really cute. And also there was kind of a love interest, never really mentioned, but you could kind of pick it up, which was cool, between the grandfather and another lady in the neighborhood. So you know, the acting wasn't bad. Again, I feel like a lot of it looked a little forced, but so it was kind of yeah, it was kind of just disappointing. But kudos to Hallmark for realizing that people do get divorced and are single parents, because the man she originally married didn't have to die. They actually got divorced and she had children. All right, the next one is one of my favorites, and as I've talked to some of my other friends, their favorite as well, Gingerbread Miracle. It's from this year, 2021. It has the poor man's Matthew Brommer in it, John Michael Ecker. It's made me feel things. It was really cute. I don't have a lot in my notes, but let me tell you, I didn't need to put it in my notes because I remember this one. So it's two characters. They work together in the bakery. They both had crushes on each other, but nobody said anything. They both go to college in big cities. They become lawyers. One of them decides that she wants a little bit more of a work-life balance, so she comes home, and she's actually been in the hometown for a couple of years and is kind of freelancing her lawyer stuff. The other one finds out that his father wants to sell their bakery, so he comes down to kind of help with that. And this is the one where he's like, I love baking and all this stuff, but I want to make my parents proud and all of that, so I became a lawyer. Blah, blah, blah. Guys, this is one of the fun thing about it. So when they were growing up, and when his aunt was making the gingerbread cookies, she had passed away, they would make gingerbread cookies, and if you made a cookie for a specific person and they made a wish, then that wish would come true. And the wishes weren't coming true anymore. So when he comes back and he starts making the cookies, yeah, the wishes start coming true again. So it was really cute, and it had good chemistry between the characters and all of that. So good times. Then I watched The Sweetest Christmas. This is a 2017. I gave it a 3.5. It has the real Gretchen Wieners, which is Lacey Shepard, I think, actress. And this is where she was a chef or baker. The restaurant she worked for closed down. There's a gingerbread contest where the winnings are like $25,000 or $10,000, I don't know, something like that. And so she can help, she can start her own bakery. She is working as a, what do you call it, receptionist? I don't know why that was hard to remember. A receptionist at her boyfriend's firm or whatever. And she runs into an old boyfriend. He owns a restaurant, and her oven is burned, so she uses one of his ovens to make her gingerbread house and all of that. There's a cute little kid in there as well, and a couple of side characters that were really fun. All right, the next one is Romance at Reindeer Lodge. This is 2017. I gave this a 2.75. This was a horrible movie with great actors. We have Nikki Whelan as our main lady. She is beautiful, and she has short blonde hair, and I think this is the only that I can think of Hallmark movie where the main female lead has like such a short haircut. I feel like that's progress, even though it was 2017. She's beautiful, and the main character who was working with her, I think it's Josh Kelly. I'd like to see them both together in another movie because their chemistry was good, their acting was pretty decent, And there's another couple in here as well, an African-American couple who are married and they're photographers. They had really good, and like the chemistry between these actors was really good. The movie was just bad. She won a contest. She thought she was going to Jamaica, but she wound up going to Jamaica, Connecticut or something, and going to this inn, which of course the male love interest is going because he owns the deed to the thing and he's going to shut it all down. And people go there because it was like a nature preserve and there were lots of reindeer there, and people used to go and take pictures of the reindeer and see the reindeer and blah, blah, blah. And no one has told anyone that there's no reindeer anymore. Like I said, this one couple is a photographer couple, and they come, and the only reason why they come is because they want to photograph reindeer. And the owner's like, too bad, sorry, the reindeer are sick, can't see them. And so he goes and sneaks into the barn and is like, there are no reindeer. So apparently they migrated somewhere a long time ago. There were no reindeer. And so, of course, they're trying to save the reindeer lodge because they love the people that run it. This lady, our main character, is trying to find a way to get some reindeer from another preserve to this house. And just, it's just a bad movie. But, I mean, you know, if you want something in the background, it's not bad. Next Stop Christmas. This is 2021. I gave it a 3. I thought it was funny because we have Christopher Lloyd and Leah Thompson in it, who were both from Back to the Future, and this is a time travel movie. The way it ended didn't make sense to me because it was like, if you watch this, you'll see what I'm saying. Did he not remember, or did she just change everything? Like, it didn't make sense. But it happened. So she goes back in time 10 years, and I forget, I don't remember the name of the actual main actress, but I'll put her name on the screen. She's actually been in some mainstream movies. She's really good, and I liked her acting, but again, this movie, it was just like she didn't really remember things right, or she was not noticing things the way she should have, or whatever, and so she's kind of making things right, looking at things differently. I just, it didn't really work for me as much as it did for other people, because some people were like, it was really cute, and I guess it was. It wasn't my favorite, but yeah, so that is the 10 movies right now from Hallmark. I'm going to do a little bit more of Hallmark movie watching, a little bit more research. Hopefully I'll have some actors' names down a little bit better for the next one. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you've seen any great Hallmark movies that you think I should check out, let me know. And I will see you very soon right here on Nat's Beautiful Life. Have a great day, gorgeous.